So as of the day this video is being posted, the 5th of August 2019, I've officially been in Japan for exactly 1 year. So here is a list of 100 things I have done on the JET program in 1 year. I had my first long-haul flight. I met people from all over the world at orientation. I went to Shibuya Crossing in Tokyo. I rode the Shinkansen, or the bullet train, for the first time. I met my Japanese co-workers. I learned that the English level of the Japanese English teachers is lower than I expected. I lived alone for the first time. I bought a bed. I explored Osaka alone and got the wrong train on multiple occasions through the day. I befriended some Chinese tourists on my search to find some fireworks, which we almost missed, and learned how to cook modanyaki. I went to Kobe, and I celebrated my birthday there. I tried Kobe beef, and I spent a lot of money doing so. I went to Kaiyukan Aquarium and I saw the whale sharks they have there. I started this YouTube channel. I made friends with some Japanese people. I met a bunch of third-year ALTs on the JET program, and I learned a lot from them. We went to Suma Beach together. I fed and pet the deer in Nara. I saw the world's biggest bronze Buddha. I experienced a typhoon for the first time in my life. I also taught for the first time in my life. I got incredibly intimidated by my students at night school. I took part in my night school sports day. I went to a whole bunch of arcades across Japan. I saw Kesha live on her rainbow tour. I went to the Kansai Rainbow Fest. I bought a bunch of toys because I am a giant man-child. I went to Kyoto for the first time and I walked through a lot of torii gates at the famous Fushimi Inari Shrine. I walked through an abandoned railway tunnel. I ate a whole bunch of amazing food while I was here, and that includes I discovered that Western food in Japan, especially Domino's, is outrageously expensive. I went to Himeji Castle, which is high-key the best castle in Japan. I went to Universal Studios Japan, and oh my god, Harry Potter Land blew me away. I dressed up as sexy Harry Potter for Halloween. I went up Mount Rokko and I got an amazing view all the way from Osaka to Kobe. I attended another boring work conference on Awaji Island. I walked through Minu Park and experienced the nature of Japan during the autumn changing leaf color time. Oh, could have worded that one better. I saw BTS live and I nearly died from excitement in doing so. I saw the Kobe Luminari.
Kobe Luminari is meant to be magical.
I cooked Christmas dinner for myself. I went to my school's end of year Christmas party and I won a gift certificate to a Japanese onsen during a game of bingo. I recontracted for a second year on the JET program. I travelled to Seoul for New Year's with a bunch of other British ALTs. There I experienced cold like never before and hated it beyond belief. I went to the top of the 5th tallest building in the world. I used my onsen gift certificate and experienced the traditional Japanese bathhouse for the first time. My first group of students graduated. I took a night bus for the first time and saved a lot of money in the process. I travelled back to Tokyo for Comic-Con. I visited the Lucky Cat Temple. I had a day trip to Yokohama on St. Patrick's Day where I went to an amazing Scottish pub called Laser Rush. I saw Eric Nam live. I told Eric Nam that I love him and he gave me a thumbs up. I shook hands with Eric Nam. I had the best pizza and wine of my life at the Akihabara 500 bar. I tried and failed to teach my kids some Scottish. I ate a whole damn scorpion. Well, I left the stinger out, but the rest of it, I ate it. I ate chocolate ramen, which was surprisingly nice. I experienced the cherry blossom season in Japan and took a lot of sakura pics. I went to Arashiyama Monkey Park and I fed the monkeys there. I walked through the bamboo forest in Kyoto. I went to a whole bunch of temples and shrines in Kyoto. I tried and failed several times to date in Japan. I went on a trip to Taipei. I went to the top of Taipei 101. I drank from a urinal at the toilet cafe. I ordered so much food that the waitress had to push over an extra table just to fit my entire order in front of me. I did not finish it. I went to Jufun, the town which Spirited Away is allegedly based on. I drank a lot of bubble tea while I was in Taiwan. I did a whole bunch of other sightseeing in Taiwan as well. I reported my friend as a missing person while I was in Taiwan. She was okay though, it was fine. I I was drawn by a stranger in Kobe. My addiction to maple syrup was strengthened. I went back to Tokyo yet again. I went to Team Lab's borderless art installation and got a lot of quality content for the gram. I went to see some landmarks that featured in my favorite childhood anime. I did that stupid Japanese Purikura photo booth thing. I went to my school's culture festival. I watched the final ever episode of Game of Thrones and I cried a lot. I went to a boat party on Biwa Lake. My family visited me and I repeated a whole bunch of stuff already mentioned on this list. I wore a yukata for the first time. I was reunited with Iron Brew. I experienced desk warming season as an ALT and watched a lot of TV. And finally, I made this video and realized in the process that making a 100 things video is very time consuming and I strongly regret it now. So yeah, that's 100 things that I did in my first year in Japan. Hopefully that'll give you some ideas of what you can get up to while you're here. If you strongly recommend anything which I didn't mention that I should do, please comment it below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe. Also, to all the new ALTs for this year, welcome to Japan. The last group of you must have arrived, I guess, yesterday. Enjoy your time here, enjoy your first year and any future years you have. I'll see you next week.
Yeah.